Alright, let's pick it up here. What we're trying to do is use the Momonaga arts, or the gliding arts, to clear this entire waterfall-filled valley in just 4 tries. So, at first, when I first recorded, actually, I screwed up far more often, and so what I did was I stopped and loaded my data. Fortunately, it was after I fought the jump, so there's nothing to worry about. And this, I actually do that, but I only did it once. Fortunately, I wrote down everything I need to do from the GameFAQs map, so things will be really easy. So now I can actually remember the quickest path, the shortest path in future games. Okay, I screwed up, so what I'm doing is I'm loading my data. So I'm at the entrance of the falls, and I have absolutely no tries under my belt at the moment. So there is another way, and that is actually much longer, and that is to use hole out, leave the which either automatically removes all your tries, or you can leave the Igasu Falls and re-enter it. And you start out with a clean slate. So just watch what I do. I'm going to, again, this is how you clear this in 4 tries. The one thing, however, it made me nervous because I thought it was much easier in the past. And I was almost successful in doing it my first try, but for some reason I screwed up. I don't know why. Maybe it's because the gauge is moving too fast for me, maybe it's a bit of stage fright. Oh well. Okay. So what we're gonna do is, yeah, we're actually above that one path that we took. And since there are no ninjas up here that are out to kill us, things will actually be fine, so we can take our own time without having to worry about anything. So this is good. So I've already done 3 times. In this one, you don't. Usually in the other ones you have to exceed beyond how far the candy says. In this case, you don't. In fact, you're supposed to go the exact distance, which is 180. And again, because the air, it's a bit least lenient. So now I completely cleared this in 4 steps, or 4 tries. And instead of the Jonin being here to gloat about his arrogance, I meet another person. And I am ranked as Peerless, despite how many tries I had to do. And those are all the prizes you get depending on rank, but now that I'm Peerless, I get all those prizes, plus the Crucifix. So that's where you get your 3rd Crucifix, and that's why I said it's worth it. Plus it's also worth it for something else. And just to see why, we're heading back to the Jonin's house. Because obviously we're I think I forgot which rank, but obviously we're called Peerless now. Which is something that the Jonin can't be, so let's laugh at him because of it. He also says this when you do this. Arrogant to the end. That's the Jonin. But in this case, when you do get to revisit this, you can actually glide as many times as you want. They just said don't get lazy and ignore everything. But what I'm going to do is head to New York, to Upper West Side, and drop off the last ring fragment. Because this will get the last attack boost, which is actually much later than you usually get in Covenant. It was hard to find, actually. They put it in an out-of-the-place way that you can't exactly get. So, until they become full-fledged, they're gonna meet again. Hopefully. So that does it for that. That means I have one more attack boost to equip, and Naton needs one. So let's equip it. Alright, this is 3, yep. So we're going to the Giovanna Highlands. And they're... Okay. Naton has to be on my team, but I'm getting rid of Frank and putting Ricardo, Johnny, and Shania as well. This is actually a bit more difficult than the Ninja Hideaway before. Because obviously you're going to get attacked left and right, and remember in the other Yuma fights where you usually have to set one bait? Or 2 or 3. Now it's actually much more complicated. Since Miles' not on my team, I'm gonna have to unequip the warning device and equip it to Naton, who has an extra space. Though I could have just equipped Wise Kama to it, but then again I don't want to get surrounded. So I'm doing a saving here again, just to be careful. But all we know about the Yuma at the moment is that it's here. So we're gonna have to actually learn about it as we go along. Probably eaten by the Yuma? Okay. It likes honey, but it only likes it when there's like a certain amount of light to it. So there's usually a rock that, though it says it here, and I'll say many times when I interact with it, I'm not going to use it here. Primarily because it's not worth it. And I basically remember to some extent where I have to set the more important traps, because sometimes they're a bit easy to explain. Okay, it also hunts, but it needs to clean off its scent in the ponds that are around here, so what we're trying to do is that it's sensitive to the slightest scent of a human. So what do we have? We have Maiden's Hair. The reason I checked with it again is because I know there is one place by the pool where you don't place a Maiden's Hair. In fact, you actually have to place a bit of prey. In this case, the hair. Okay, and over here. Fruity Fiber. And right here, this is the place where you're supposed to use the honey. But we're not going to get away with it that easily, because there are going to be animals to interfere with the hunt. This creature, I think is called Simoria. This is why I think it's supposed to be an analog to Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's The Lost World, because Simoria is actually the name of a species of amphibian that is now extinct. So I'll show you if it is Simoria. Yeah, it is Simoria. Okay. Now it's dark, so it's vulnerable to light attacks. The reason why there's usually going to be a mixture of different animals or monsters here, but usually when you're setting the important bait, there's usually one type. In the case, this thing likes honey, so we're seeing a lot of these. And the aftermath of this, I can't really show in this video because I ran out of time. What I decided to do is that after I get rid of these things, decide to stop here and pick up again a little later. So let's wrap up here, and I will see you later.